All right, hello everyone, welcome. I'm working on adjusting lighting, so please bear with me as I'm trying to kind of figure this out. I'm working with different lighting setup. Maybe I'll turn it down one more. See, but then it looks a little bit too dim. All right, well, we're just gonna go with it because welcome, okay? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming. Welcome to another reading. We're going to just jump right into it. I'm going to say a quick prayer like I always do. Switch up the essential oil that I use. Cleansing my hands. All right. All right. I'm working on keeping my prayers really short because otherwise there's this weird cut in my videos that if you've been around a bit, I'm sure some of you have noticed. There ends up being this cut in my videos that I don't really like. So that's what I'm trying to do. This one got left. We start off with time. Trust in divine timing. What a way to start this off. What a way to start this reading off. Trust in divine timing. Right. Then we've got Companion, which is one of the cutest cards in this deck. A Discerning Friend. Like, how do you not love that card? Anyways, this is a new deck. A newer deck that I'm dealing with. So, all right, perfect. So then we've got, what do we got? We've got Abundance, Slow and Steady, Warrior Spirit, and Epiphany. Cycles repeat until the lesson is learned. Okay, financial security and material gains. Patient is key and stand your ground. This collective right out of the gate. Okay, first thing I want to talk about. Okay, I've been dealing with this collective in the past few readings that has been more advanced. You guys are quite intuitive. You're more advanced, but you've been through some ish. Okay, you have not had easy lives, this collective. You have been through it. You have gone through it. This collective is no different. Okay, you probably resonated with some of the past readings in this collective. Okay, you're wondering when your time is. This collective immediately is a collective that I feel has given and given and given and given and given, and you're wondering and you're asking God or Spirit or the universe, when is it my time? When is it my time? When is it my time to receive this abundance? This year is it. Okay, I'm hearing this year is it. Okay, that's why this Slow and Steady card is coming out, right? This collector's getting really impatient, and you know what? I don't blame you. I'm right there with you. I'm also really impatient. Things take time. You're on God's time. You're not on your time. That's what I'm hearing. You're on God's time. You're not on your time, though. It's not your time that you're doing. It's God's time, right? And it's when He determines. It's when He sees. It's when He is going to decide, okay? And I'm saying He, but of course it could be a she. I mean, use whatever pronouns and however you choose. But it's when God decides. Right? You can work with God. You can work. You can do the energy. You can do the manifestation work. You can do, and I encourage you do that, by the way. I encourage you do all that. However, if you've been doing all of that, you've been helping people and you've been putting in the work and you've been putting in the time and you're like, when is it going to come? This year, next 6 months, I'm hearing, is when you're going to start to reap those rewards. Some of you're not even going to start. Some it's going to be 4 months you start, and 6 months you're going to be like, wait, whoa, what happened? How did I get here? Okay. However, this Epiphany card did come up. Okay. And so there's still a lesson that needs to be learned before the abundance comes in with this collective. There's something that you haven't quite closed out fully. Okay, at the time that I'm recording this, we're not quite in the year of the horse yet. And so now's a good time energetically, but really any time that you're going to see this is fine. Anytime is a good time to close out chapters and stories and old filters that you've had, and masks that you've had on, to get rid of them, to close them out, to remove them, to change the way you do them. Okay, you don't need to wait for a specific time, by the way. Some of you are under the impression like, oh, well, it's not New Year's, or it's not, you know, my birthday, or you've got these like time slots in your head that when you hit that time, oh, when I hit New Year's, or when I hit my birthday, or when I hit whatever time, that's when you're going to go, and that's when you're going to make the change. And there's a huge message here of you can close out at any time. You can close those chapters at any time. You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait. You can close it out. But there's a cycle that's repeating, okay? There's a cycle that's repeating. This is also giving me Hermit vibes. This card always gives me Hermit vibes. I'd probably say it in every reading this card shows up in. This card is giving me Hermit vibes. A lot of you need to go inward, and some of you need to continue to do. There's still some work that hasn't quite happened yet. For some of you, this is in regards to standing up for yourself. With this warrior card coming through, for some of you, this is in regards to needing to stand up for yourself, needing to make sure that you are in a mind space of enough's enough, okay? Getting, you know, enough is enough. There's actually a note. I'm going to actually read it. I was watching this YouTube video by Lila Hormozi. If you know her, you know her. And I love Lila Hormozi. And she actually said something that I think is going to be really important for this collective. And it was judgment is another word for unmanaged discomfort. I really feel like this collective doesn't know how to deal with judgment that is put towards them. And the reason you don't is because really it's not for you to figure out. Okay? There's this stand your ground card is giving me the impression of people who are making accusations towards you, people who are spreading libel about you, who are spreading lies about you, who are making up about you, okay? And you needing to just stand your ground. Some of you are a little bit prone to people pleasing, maybe very prone to people pleasing, very, very common in the spiritual realm and in spiritual practices and in this space. So not judging here. Some of you also are pretty prone to being affected by groupthink and what other people are thinking of you. And that's why I think I was thinking of this, is because it's not actually for you. Like it's not yours to determine, right? What is it that you value? What is it that is important to you? Are you trying to build the life that you want to build? Yes or no? And if the answer is yes, then you've got nothing to worry about. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. Continue to do what you're doing. You're not going to please people by being yourself. Okay, if you're always waiting for other people to approve of what you're doing, if you're always waiting for other people to approve of what it is that is going on, I was told not those. Okay, if you're always waiting for other people to approve of what it is you're doing, you're never going to be done anything, because there's always going to be someone who doesn't approve. Okay. The last card, by the way, that came out, Ladybug. Thank you. Ladybug is a spirit sign for me from a loved one on the other side. So thank you for that silent message. And it might be a spirit sign for some of you as well. So I just wanted to point that out. And it's all about enjoy the little things, right? This card is about joy, right? Be grateful. Gratitude is a really high vibration to be at. And so being in the vibration of gratitude as much as possible is going to create a magnetic energy for this collective. It's going to create a magnetic force to bring in all of these things that you want to manifest and bring into your life. okay? Being grateful for the opportunities you have, being grateful for the ability to do what you do, being grateful for all of these different things, okay? Yeah, okay, this card here immediately. This is the Masquerade, hiding your true self. Okay, it also says projection, but I don't feel like this collective is really dealing with projection. You might have people projecting onto you, okay, again, with the whole judgment thing. But more importantly, this collective has been hiding who they really are. And then they're wondering how come they're not getting the results that they should be getting. I'm also supposed to continue shuffling this, whoops. And so this collective needs to start being themselves, right? And understand that no, you're not going to be approved of it. No, you're not going to have people who are going to always support you. And as much as it hurts that perhaps friends of yours and family and people that you thought would support you are not supporting you, at the end of the day, you know, you can't wait for them to get on board with your dream, right? It's your dream for a reason. It's something for you to bring forth. It's something for you, bottom, yes or no? Yes. Okay. It's something for you to bring forth. It's really funny because I said bottom, yes or no, and they went yes. And the call that came up with is musician, which is inspiration, and gratitude, which I was just talking on here. All right. Some of you are dealing with people who are influencing you too much and don't have the best intentions. Okay, they just don't have the best intentions. You've got the Enchanter, but you also have the Twins here. The Enchanter deals with deception, liars, okay? People who are doing judgments. I've discussed this earlier, okay? Right, trickery, people who aren't being honest, who are trying to take things that you have said or actions you have said, and because you have different values than they do, they've twisted them in their own mind. And then you've also got the Twins, which is also all about self-protection. It's all about protecting yourself, your goals. It's that yin-yang energy, okay? That duality that exists. Gemini might be important for some of you. Some of you might be Gemini. Some of you might need to connect a little bit more to that air energy as well, especially because we've got musician. Again, that's air, so that's your Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The Twins, which is obviously Gemini, so you might have a Gemini, you might be a Gemini, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, okay? But then you've also got the balance in this card as well, which is Libra. Right, so that yin yang kind of reminds me of that Libra energy, of that scales, right, coming through, closed eye, open eye, right, that's sort of thing. You've then got the aspirant, okay, ambition, diligence, and setbacks, okay, more important, ambition, okay, and I really want to point this out. You see how the hands are out, right, the hands are open to receiving, right? Some of you need to really open this heart space here. Some of you really need to open yourself up to receive the gifts, because some of these gifts are going to come in from areas that you're not used to. I'm hearing 24 hours. 24 hours, some of you who are going to watch this, you're going to get a confirmation through some sort of gift if you open up your heart to receive it. That this is the case, right? 24 hours. There's this need to be willing to receive the thing that you're trying to create, right? You need to be willing to receive the abundance. And I know that seems so counterintuitive because so many of us are like, of course I'm willing to receive money. What do you mean I'm not willing to receive money? But a lot of us also hold subconscious fears. We hold fears around success. We hold fears around being seen. We hold fears around people seeing us for who we are. We hold fears around what it is that we're doing or should be doing or not doing, okay? We hold fears around what other people think of us, okay? Which is, again, a problem that this collective does have, that I mentioned and I was talking about. We hold fears around, different things in general, right? We all have our own set of fears regarding what it is that we hold. And a lot of this is subconscious. A lot of you need to do, again, that's why I'm feeling like this hermit vibe coming through, right? A lot of you need to do this inner work. Okay, you need to, there's just this final wrap up of inner work that this collective needs to do. This final wrap up of inner work that this collective needs to bring forth and ensure that are a part of. We have the Star card, which is honestly an amazing card to come up, because when the Star comes up in the tarot, this is the card that comes up after the Tower moment. It's the card that comes up after we've taken all these old structures, and the Star is all about rebuilding our life under this, on this new foundation, on this new understanding. And it's such a beautiful card that this is coming up for this reading, because it means you guys are doing it. If you've been wondering and you've been looking for a level of validation of, am I actually doing the thing I said I was going to do? Oh, that's interesting. Leave it or no. Leave it. Okay. Am I actually doing, you know, the thing, like, am I actually, is it making a difference what I'm doing? And the answer is yes. But you have also, again, this slow and steady energy. So I think the reason that this collective is really struggling with this is because you want the results faster than what they're coming in. But I can assure you they are coming in. You've got the 9 of Pentacles here. This is about taking a break, reaping the rewards of your hard work. Okay. And that's this collective. Okay. You're getting it. Right? You've got the abundance, you're reaping the rewards of your hard work. You've worked, many in this collective, I feel like, has really worked to, hold on, sorry, this table is shaking a little bit, and this one deck is really teetering. Many in this collective have really worked to build some sort of passive income, or you've like been more mindful of your money, and that has aided in you bringing in more abundance. But that growth takes time. That growth, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay. If you think of like, oh, I'm investing money, it's not like tomorrow all of a sudden your investments are ready to be pulled, right? It's a time thing. So don't stop. I'm hearing don't stop before the end is near. Don't quit too soon just because it's not moving fast enough for you. Okay, it's also really good to remember that when you're dealing with pentacle type energy, that's earth-based energy, and it's much, much slower energy than this air-based energy that some of you are dealing with, right? Oh, sorry, I was supposed to leave those. Much, much slower than this air-based energy that you are dealing with. Yeah, we've got the Page of Pentacles coming up. Okay, you guys are definitely on a new trajectory. You're definitely going towards new things. You're definitely on a new path, on this new adventure. It's definitely coming through with this collective here, okay? But again, you need to be wary, okay? We've got the Devil card coming up. We also had the Enchanter, Deception, Trickery. There's people who don't want the best for you that are in your lives that still have the ability to influence you. Okay, still have the ability to do what it is that, interesting, because that's not actually what I want to say. I don't know, to do what it is. They still have the ability to have a level of control over you, like manipulate you, right? Because this collective is sensitive, you put more into your emotions, as most sensitives do, than perhaps you should. And so this energy and this collective here is really in this space of making sure, yeah. 8 of Swords. A lot of you, this 8 of Swords card, a lot of you, and bottom of the deck, thank you. A lot of this collective is really, let's look at this 8 of Swords here. A lot of this collective has a lot of subconscious fears that are really holding them back. They have a lot of subconscious fears of things that are really holding them back, okay? You feel bound and trapped in your circumstance, right? This card is really important because actually there's nothing stopping this girl from standing up It's not like her feet are bound, right? She can't see and her arms are bound, but she still has 2 legs and she can still stand up and she can still move and she can still walk and she could still figure out kind of her surroundings and a way out. And she doesn't, right? Because she's got that, she feels like she's trapped. She feels like she can't go anywhere, right? It's very much also sometimes this Eight of Swords card sometimes reminds me also of the Two of Swords. Okay, that energy of this subconscious that you're just giving too much to. These unconscious fears, worrying about what other people think, judgments that people are saying about you, friends and family and what they're saying about you. But you know what? You've got the Ten of Wands reversed, and that's an amazing card to be reversed because it means you're letting go of all that shit. You guys are all letting go of that shit. You're letting it go. Next 4 to 6 months, it's going to look really, really different. Your life's going to look really, really different, okay? 10 of Cups here to finish off this reading. This is an amazing card, right? This is you're achieving those things. You're achieving those dreams. You're achieving those wants. You're achieving the things you want. But you need to get through this subconscious first, okay? All of this crap that is filling your mind. This is why you need to go on that journey, that thing. I told to cut the deck and pull a card. Yeah. You guys have had a lot of adversity. That's going away. Right? 7 of Wands. Okay, you guys have been dealing with a lot of haters. A lot of people who've passed judgment on you. A lot of people who have really been harsh on you. A lot of people who have said that you're not worthy. They've belittled you. They've really just beat you down in this collective. They've really worked to beat you down. Right? That's this energy here. And this collective, it's just enough's enough. Enough's enough. I'm hearing the song Surprise, Surprise. Like, surprise, surprise. All of a sudden, here I am. All of a sudden, that thing you said that was never going to work is working. All of a sudden, look at that. I'm making money. All of a sudden, you told me to give up and I didn't. And look at where we are now. All of a sudden, oh, it's just going up. Surprise, surprise. You know, how the tables have turned is what I'm hearing, how the tables have turned. Okay, there's this feeling, this expression here, right, of, you know, well, look at me now. Surprise, surprise, well, look at me now. Some of you also are going to be really shocked because of what you've been through in the past. Some of you also are going to be really shocked by what's going to come through and how successful you're going to be. But you still need to work on your mindset, okay? There's old mindsets, right? You don't want to be carrying old mindsets back into a new chapter, because it's going to influence and you're going to end up repeating the same thing over and over again. So you want to make sure that you're working through over the next few months, over the next few weeks especially. You want to make sure that you're working through these mindsets, and you want to make sure that you're like, okay, clearing this up, fixing this, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm not going to do, and setting yourself on a schedule for some of you. Journaling might be important. Affirmations might be important for some of you. Writing down your manifestation goals might be important for some of you. Writing down what's important to you, I'm hearing. Writing down your values and what's important to you. Not taking things personally is something this collective is going to work on. Okay, I think that's going to help you out. All right, there's hope. Okay, this little bluebird here in this card, that little bluebird is really standing out to me. Okay, and bluebirds all represent hope and happiness and joy and bringing in like new beginnings, new starts. There's hope, right? You just need to trust yourself and your intuition and what you know. You need to trust your own ability, I'm hearing. It's not even that you need to trust that what you know. You need to trust your ability and you need to trust your own knowledge. That's this collective, that's what you need to do. It's really important. Trust your own ability. Trust your own knowledge. Okay? Trust yourself. Trust who you are. Trust who you are. Trust your ancestors. Your ancestors' blood runs through your veins. That's what I'm hearing. Your ancestors' blood runs through your veins. Right? Trust that. Trust that. I'm going to leave it there. There's nothing further that's coming through. There's nothing further that they're telling me to do. So I'm going to just leave it there, and I will see you all in the next reading. Thank you for joining, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.